Number 11 says the argument in lines 130 to 134 could best be paraphrased as what? So we got to read those lines to get a sense of what it's saying. So if we start with actually line 128, it'll give us a little more insight. So these necessities may be hard for the health of body, sense, mind, as well as for morals. And pedagogic art consists in breaking the child into them betimes as intensely and as quickly as possible with minimal strain and with the least amount of explanation or coquetting for natural interest, and in calling medicine confectionery. So, who knows what that says? I don't. No, I'm kidding. But it's really, really dense language in this paragraph and in the passage as a whole. So if that was a little troubling for you, you want to look at the specific words in there and get a little bit of insight into what she's trying to say. So these necessities may be hard for the health of body, sense, mind, as well as for morals. So that sentence actually started with the word these. So we want to maybe look back at the sentence before to get a sense of what these is referring to. So looking at it, it's talking about reading, writing, drawing, manual training, all of those things that a regular schoolhouse would teach. So now, going to the answer choices, if we look at this, it's saying that these are all really, really tough things, and it's not stuff that we enjoy, but if we do something that makes it a little better, then it makes the harder things a little bit easier to master. So looking at the answer choices, A says, spare the rod, spoil the child. So that means that he's advocating for hitting, which we know that he's not saying. So that's just kind of a random phrase, so we can get rid of that one. B then says, don't put the cart before the horse. So that's a pretty old-timey phrase, so you may not have heard it, so you can leave that in with a mystery. C then says, a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Now, you might know this from Mary Poppins, which is on Broadway now, and it's awesome. But if you think about what it's actually saying, it's saying that by doing something a little bit positive, it helps all of the bad things go down a little bit easier. So it helps us digest all of the really difficult things that we have to do in school by getting to do a couple of really fun things. So that's exactly what he's saying, actually. So we might have laughed when we looked at it, but it's pretty spot on with the message in that little section. D says, silence is golden. And that is just random and totally not pertinent to what he's saying. And E says, if at first you don't succeed, try again, which is a great, great statement, and you should really try again if you don't succeed first at the SAT, but it's not what he's saying here. He's saying, give yourself a couple of little benefits to make the harder things easier. So C is our answer.